Hey guys, Tote here bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Kholodny Ferma. Playing for today, spawning on the right is Brown Ryan Gosling, actually more commonly known as Dusty, and I'll be referring to him as Dusty from here on out. Playing as the British Forces, we have Tactical Support, Vanguard Operations and Special Weapons Regiment for Dusty. I think he's probably going to be going for special weapons. That seems to be his preferred doctrine at the moment. But I have seen him use this as well in conjunction with the raid operation, so maybe, I'm not sure. Either way, against him is shadowwada, playing as austere, and his loadout is German mechanized assault and mobile defense. So pretty standard loadout apart from German mechanized, but as you may know, Loveness has been kind of bringing this into popularity as of late. And this match is from the ESL Cup round, well, this is the 4th week, and this is actually from the Semifinals game 2, I believe. And this was supposed to be a good match, so let's see how they get on. I believe shadowwada actually beat Space Hamster to get to the semis, who won 2 of the North American Cups so far, the previous 2, before getting knocked out this time to shadowwada. So shadowwada is obviously playing pretty well. He's on a bit of a hot streak here. Everything's coming good for him. But of course, you have to remember now the British forces do have that new and upgraded AEC. They are quite potent, and that is what Dusty has been using in his previous games in this tournament. He's been making good use of that AEC. So we'll have to see how shadowwada gets on with that. I know a lot of players really haven't been well prepared to deal with that AEC. And it's really caught them out.
Point is being overrun.
So we see Dusty going for a 3 infantry section and a Vickers build, so quite heavy into his starting tier 1. I mean, do you call it tier 0, tier 1? Either way. No fast tech for Dusty, and nice use of the trench here, as you can see there. So we're trying to set up a flank with those pioneers, shut down though as that infantry section dive for cover into that trench. I have to remember these do cost, I think it's 60 manpower to put down, so you don't want to just chuck them down willy-nilly. You gotta be economical with your trench usage, otherwise you'll run out of manpower. And we see that shadowwada has jumped straight into this church here in the centre. A rather aggressive placement of that engagement here in the north. Oh, Grelius get very low. Looks like Dusty's kind of disengaged there. I think that was maybe a mistake. Might have been able to pick up the kill if he stuck around. I know he would have probably bled a little bit on his infantry section, but had that Vickers there for support, so they definitely wouldn't have been wiped, and he may have got the wipe on that Gren in return, so bit of a misplay there, I feel. Now we see shadowwada getting aggressive here. Pretty unusual to see austere on the offense this early in the game, but here we go. Making a play for Dusty's cut-off. Dusty at the same time making a play for this garrison right outside shadowwada's base. So this is really tough to remove once your opponent gets troops into this building right outside your base. And maybe we'll see a mortar coming out of shadowwada. But he's already got a pretty large fighting force, so maybe not. Maybe it's a bit too late to go for that mortar. So we see pioneers trying to close the distance, but actually not closing in any further than this. Just trying to deal with this infantry section, and doesn't even get in range of that garrison to try to get that flame damage going. We see Grenadiers here not in cover against this building, and we see a doctrine section, Vanguard for Dusty. He's off. He's activated the raid operation. You can see how quickly he caps there with that raid operation. Crazy fast. How much does that cost? 50 munitions, not bad.
Heavy armored car ready.
That was a very lucky escape there by that infantry section. That thing was so close to death. Had to run past that MG's arc. Almost costing the squad there. Oh, but I hear the AC. Here it comes. And the best counter for this Austere is the pack, honestly. Oh no, this could go down here. Oh, it could still go down though. No, that shot misses. AC's so potent these days. But yeah, as I was saying, definitely better off going with the pack than the 222 because 222 dies in 2 shots.
They're trying to take it.
The AC, that's just too hard to win those engagements. Even you basically need to make 3 222s to try and counter this reliably, and that's what, it's about 600 manpower. It's a big investment. And then at the end of it, you're stuck with 222s, which are pretty much trash anyway, so not the way to go. Better off going with the pack and saving your fuel for a more useful vehicle. But as I say that, we see shadowwada investing into a 222, so we'll have to see how he gets on. Maybe he can prove me wrong. You see that Dusty's actually in a better map control situation. He's got control of the north here. shadowwada's trying to put all this pressure on the cutoff, but it's just not working out for him here. Now he closes into close range on this infantry section, but he's got to be careful with the AC around. AC no longer has a damaged engine. Flamethrowers trying to close in, do a bit of damage to this section behind the heavy cover, but now they're heading off. And now the AC, oh, maybe he's not. What's the urgency do we have on this? Okay, nowhere near Vet 1, so can't activate those incendiary rounds, which is actually a pretty good counter to the AC. Got 40 armor, so piercing rounds do pretty good damage to it. And it looks like shadowwada is kind of just leaving this MG in here to try and stall the AC, just trying to hold out while he gets his counter to it saved up. So pretty good idea here from shadowwada, just knowing that he's not going to take too much damage sitting in this building. Should be reasonably safe. Oh, here we go again. 222 getting onto the flank, and this is one time when the 222 can actually be useful if it's on the right side of a shot blocker. Does so much damage as those shots kind of hit the shot blocker, and they always hit the unit as a result. Oh, it's a mortar pit.
An HMG crew has been lost to enemy action.
And we see a Faust down here. And those mortar pit was actually did a lot of damage to this AC. I mean, this 222 rather. Wouldn't I see a mortar pit going down here? Sometimes when I play on this map, I put it back here, but Dusty's going with a slightly more aggressive spot, but with this trench here, he can actually defend this approach, so maybe this is Dusty's strategy all along. And these things are pretty strong. If you can keep them alive, they really tear it up. Huge range. And especially if you get the garrison, they've got tremendous rate of fire. Maybe if Dusty gets one of those forward bases, they also give that garrison bonus if they're in the nearby vicinity. So we see shadowwada trying to stay mobile with his troops, trying to avoid that mortar pit damage. We see a stolen Vickers here. That infantry section. Here comes AC from the side onto the 222. And down it goes. 2 shots, as I was saying. 222, bad counter to the AC. Oh, and this could be a dead pioneer. Luckily, the AC's turret rotation is just incredibly, slow, but there we go. Wow. Crazy good shot there. Pioneers go down to the AC. I thought they were going to get away. As you can see, the turret just moves so damn slowly on that thing. But unfortunately for shadowwada, that was not the case, and here we go. We see Grenadiers try and chase down this AC, but it was on the road there, getting a bit of a speed bonus. Is he going to get in range for another Faust? It may take this down. No, doesn't quite take it down. And he's taking massive damage on that Gren squad. Oh, and the Gren squad goes down. And all of a sudden, shadowwada loses his Pioneers, Grenadier, and 222. He's in trouble here. If he loses his Vickers as well, which he may well do, he's taking a lot of mortar fire. I mean, he's in big trouble right now. Dusty's got him on the ropes. I think shadowwada thought that last Faust was going to kill him, and look how low his health was. So close to picking up that kill there, but that was not the case. shadowwada going for mobile defense, perhaps thinking about getting a Puma out, but doesn't have eyeballs on that AEC, so building a Puma now would kind of be reckless. He would have to go for a hunt, and would reveal the fact that he has gone for mobile defense to his opponent. At least this, if he doesn't field it right now, he can kind of bring it in as a shock unit and maybe stun Dusty. But that being said, I suppose 222 has allowed shadowwada to get to 5 command points when he can call in the Puma. And in that respect, I suppose it has done a pretty decent job. Look at these nice use of raid operation again from Dusty, speeding up these decaps and recaps, and you can actually see there's a slight difference in the speed of capping for infantry sections. Apparently they captured territory 25% faster than most other squads. Not neutralize, just capture. But that can help the British Forces players in the early game, because you know they start with that really expensive unit and don't have much capping power in terms of number of units, but then they gain that capping power back in the form of that extra speed to capture neutral territory. So just a little tidbit there for you. So here we go, Puma working on this air landing officer. See some base artillery coming in from this pyrotechnic supply equipped squad. And now we see the Puma just trying to bully this squad around. It does decent damage with this MG, and no snares available for Dusty, so shadowwada can afford to be quite aggressive with this Puma. You can see, look at shadowwada's map control. He's on the ropes here. And that mortar pit is kind of keeping him pinned in. We see it's hit one already, but only 2 kills. He's doing a lot of damage though, really testing the capabilities of shadowwada's healing. We see the officer charge here from the air landing officer. This thing is very strong for only 15 munitions. I believe it gives you like negative 75% received accuracy and some other bonuses as well. 15 munitions, it's a bargain. Make sure you make use of that. I think it gives you sprint as well, like Ura kind of sprint. Anyway, very powerful ability. So we see Dusty with his glider up here doing some aggressive plays, keeping shadowwada pinned into his base really. And he's activated the forward retreat point on that, so he doesn't have far to go to retreat. shadowwada would be wise to use his mortar to try and knock that out. And that would make breaking his base containment a lot easier. We're just about back up to full health, but the AC is already back up to full health after the exchange blows earlier. And you can see just how far that mortar pit can range. I mean, crazy good range on that thing.
We are losing a sector.
Air landing officer's about to throw a light gammon bomb here. Oh, and he wipes the MG in one grenade. That is crazy bad luck for shadowwada. I can't believe that. Those light gammon bombs, so powerful. And don't confuse that with the regular gammon bomb, which is more like a satchel charge. Light gammon bomb on the commandos and air landing officer, completely different animal. Wow, so shadowwada is really on the ropes here. Luckily he does have enough, well he will have enough fuel by the time he gets 9 command points to be able to call in that command P4, and maybe with that he can start making some good plays against Dusty here. With those extra buffs and that extra anti-infantry capabilities. See Dusty in fact going for a Cromwell now though.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Pyrotechnics going to be dropping on this sector shortly. And here we go, shadowwada finally kills the glider. There we go. And this will really help him break his containment. Now Dusty has to retreat so much further. And oh, there we go, we've got some physics for you. Those gliders always blow up so spectacularly. And they're so huge as well. I mean, they really do take a lot of the map up. Base howitzers as usual, not up to much. See the AC and the Cromwell being dispatched to the north. Grenadier's got to be careful here. Both these things are incredibly potent white machines. As you can see, the AEC, 2 shots, 2 kills. That squad's getting extremely low. Ooh. I think if he tried to chase there, probably could have got the kill on that Gren. shadowwada still though suffering under the triple cap, struggling to break out of his base. At least he's got his fuel connected though. There's one thing that he does have going for him. Oh, there's mortar pits though, raining death onto this green squad in the centre. Oh, Ferma manages to stun the Cromwell here. Oh, and it goes down! Nicely done there by shadowwada, taking out that Cromwell. And just like that, shadowwada's back in the game. We see Dusty going for a second Cromwell, and if he had 2 Cromwells before shadowwada even had his command tank out, that could have been game. But now with 1 Cromwell, the game's going to be much more even. As you can see, shadowwada having a slight population size advantage without that second Cromwell. Without that, I mean without that new Cromwell. Oh, look at that floating Puma! What the hell is going on there? Now shadowwada is getting a bit bold here with this AT gun. He's got to be careful with that air landing officer sitting around. Tosses a light gammon bomb on it, but perhaps a bit of a waste of munitions there for Dusty. He doesn't have munitions to waste at the moment. That being said, he does have double munitions rolling in, so he'll be able to replenish those stores quite quickly. As you can see there, 200 VPs left for shadowwada. He's got to make some plays now. Did manage to neutralise this southern VP, but didn't manage to cap it. Now he's making a big play. All his greens charging straight down the centre. Mortar pit could be a big obstacle for him here. In fact, he's running straight down here. Where's he going with this? See, oh, Puma on the rear armour of the Cromwell. He's going to take an engine damage here. Trying to crush. Oh, and the pack's there as well. Nice pack positioning. And down goes a second Cromwell. Wow. Puma's got to be careful though. There's still an AC on the field, and it's probably going to go. No, pack's being moved up, and AC has to back off there. Now Grenadier's up close and personal with the mortar pit. Going to try shoot this down. Looks like the Puma's going to try shoot maybe through the hedges here. If he can take out this mortar pit, I mean that's two Cromwells and a mortar pit down. Oh. Sounds like a grenadier may have gone down there. Oh no, he activates brace, and that Puma's not going to have much luck now. Still shadowwada getting a few nice pickups here. He's not out of this game yet. Dusty at this point may be thinking about saving for the crocodile, but he's still, 130 fuel away, even at his current fuel income. It's about 3 minutes away from that thing. And shadowwada has fielded his command P4 finally, so this should put a good amount of pressure onto Dusty's infantry. Looks like Dusty did lose an infantry section at some point. I must have missed that. I think we may as well have a look at the old scoreboards. There were 2 greens and 1 pyre down. And of course the 222 for shadowwada. 1 infantry section, 1 Vickers, 2 Cromwells. Or Dusty. 2 Cromwells definitely being the biggest factor here. See some pyrotechnics going down here on this mortar, try and force that away. Probably should round this corner with this command P4. Here he goes, try and get the squad out of this garrison. Still suffering under that triple cap though. shadowwada's got to be careful. Close to under 100 VPs now. He's trying to make a strong position here in the centre. He's in a bit of trouble though. Got a Vickers in a nice spot here for Dusty. Still got that mortar put around, and that's been healed back up to full. Oh, here comes the light gamma bomb. This could be dead. Yep. They were quite clumped up there in that light cover, and those light gamma bombs just way too powerful. What's the Cromwell up to though? It takes 2 shots from the pack. Manages to clear its arc though before that 3rd shot connects, and now this pack's out to Vet 1, could activate target weak point. Here comes the command P4. Try and chase down this infantry section on retreat here. No mines, or in fact there's one back there. shadowwada's not going to try chase any further though. Content to try and deal with this mortar pit instead. Here comes the Puma. And because this Cromwell is on such low health, Puma can win this engagement, but Puma has to back away now because here comes the AEC. Still no AT guns for Dusty either. Where is shadowwada's? Okay, shadowwada's AT gun got decrewed probably by that mortar pit. And once again, brace toggled by Dusty. And shadowwada's gonna have to back away. He's got quite a lot of damage onto this thing, but not enough to kill it. Maybe the mortar can get the follow-up. Oh, a second Puma here from shadowwada. Interesting choice. And maybe with this he can finish the job. No, his Vet 3-1's in a bit of trouble here against the AC. Trying to back away. Command P4 focusing on the emplacement. And Puma trying to keep that Cromwell at bay. Here comes the AC. No greens anywhere near for Faust though. Down goes the mortar emplacement. Nicely done there by shadowwada. Nice continued pressure there. And now Dusty is building his AT gun, but it's a bit too late for that now. The damage has been done. Mortar pit is dead. And that was really just because he took those 2 AT gun shots on his Cromwell, couldn't engage against their Puma. And that allowed this command tank pretty much immunity to just blast away at this mortar pit for a good 30 seconds there. So, you can see how those little plays can have devastating consequences later in the game. So now shadowwada in a pretty good spot here. He's got a Vet 3 Puma. What does that gain of Vet 3? Improved mobility and weapon potency. Not sure what weapon potency is. Do check in on those veterancy bonuses from time to time, but there's so many units, so many different vet bonuses, it's hard to remember them all. You remember some of the big ones like range bonuses and damage bonuses, like the Firefly gets plus 80 damage in Vet 3, but it's hard to remember them all. Too many units. So shadowwada's armoured force just about back up to full health. Dusty, on the other hand, he's starting to bank fuel. Maybe he's thinking about going for the crocodile. I was going to say Cromwell, then I was going to say Firefly. Third time's a charm. Going for that croc maybe next. No, he's invested a bit of manpower into another mortar pit in the exact same spot. So now shadowwada, he's hanging tough. He's got some defences in the north and most of his army defending the centre. So this mortar pit should be good at trying to break down this central defence, all these team weapons here in the centre. He's got to be careful that he doesn't lose it to another push. So here we go, we've got some armour here in the north. AC takes a Faust. Puma's now rotating to the north. Dusty could be in trouble here. Where's his AT gun? Okay, AT gun up here on the hill. So in a good position to try and defend against these Pumas. And looks like shadowwada is not going to try push any further. He's just trying to get a flank on the 6-pounder, forcing it to reposition. And everybody's just disengaging, just staying cool, staying frosty. Oh, Cromwell gets a rare armor hit there on the command P4. Now switches targets to the MG42. Where's shadowwada's AT gun? That's sitting here in the centre. Looks like he's going to try and make a push onto this mortar emplacement. In fact, he's bringing his armour along. He's had enough of these mortar pits. He's not going to stand for it any longer. We see the strafing support coming in now for Dusty. Rockets don't really connect with much. Oh, but down goes the LNG Green Squad. Nicely down there. And that's going to keep his mortar pit safe at the very least. So, pretty good play there from Dusty. And shadowwada still got his MG42 here in the centre. This could go down. You can see the edge of the circle there. Could be targeted by another MG burst, but here comes, yep, there it goes. Dead MG. Dusty throwing a light gun bomb in there for good measure. And now he doesn't have that light gun bomb to throw against this MG42, so it's bad luck. Also didn't collect this MG42 here in the centre, so should probably get on that ASAP. Doesn't want double LMG greens. Oh, another MG strafe there. Does heavy damage to that green squad. Oh, Cromwell pokes his head out, taking heavy damage from these Pumas. He's stunned now. Oh, but they both miss. Oh, and they miss again. One connects, and I think that's brewed up. That's dead. That's a dead Cromwell. Dusty, in trying to save for his crocodile, ends up losing another. Another Cromwell. Just reckless play there for no real reason, making a push forwards, trying to get a few cheap hits on that MG42, and another Cromwell there gone beat. Just lost for no real reason. Oh no! Oh. He picks up an MG42 onto this Ostrooper, so now they've got two MG42s. And that's going to be crazy lethal. Oh, now AC's in trouble. Nice. Nicely done there, shadowwada making the big plays. He's running down the road though, runs over the mine. And now Dusty, what's he doing? He's pulled another AT gun. Trying to take out this command P4 with his 6-pounder. No, he shoots on something different. Pioneer's running in, trying to put some pressure on the AT gun. AT gun gets a finishing blow on the command P4. Long range there, right on the edge of its arc. Pretty good luck there for Dusty, I think. I don't know if shadowwada used smoke though, but that would have been the best time to do it. So some chaotic plays here from both players, but I think shadowwada's ended up on top overall. You can see his army size is pretty far ahead of Dusty's now. Still, if Dusty could get a few cheeky plays, try and drain those last 60 VPs, he could still win this game. And still has that crocodile to look forward to. Oh. Nice rifle grenade there. Of course, what shadowwada has to field is not going to be terribly good against the crocodile. Kind of needs a stug. Hasn't ticked up though. Continues to roll with the Kholodny tanks. And yeah, none of these are particularly good against the croc. I think if Dusty had maybe just not gone for that second AT gun and gone for the crocodile instead, he would be in a better spot right now, but unfortunately for him that's not the case. I think he thought he was going to lose this first AT gun and wouldn't have taken out that command P4, and was kind of playing it safe, getting that second AT gun. But either way, this second AT gun will be good support for his crocodile against all these pumas, so all it really does is delay his croc. This is the double LMG squad here, sent to protect the south. And those guys are not going to be around for long. Just trying to stay on the edge of the capping circle, hoping that shadowwada is not going to notice, and shadowwada isn't noticing. And he's going to neutralize that at the very least, but at the same time, shadowwada capping the north. We see a strafing support being called in here by Dusty at the same time as Crocodile, so the Crocodile giving him the recon flares, so he can place that deep into his opponent's territory. And what was that? Why did he send his command P4 so deep there? Interesting play. Now that these flares have worn off, I don't think that these planes can actually target anything. So perhaps a bit of a waste of munitions there for Dusty. Didn't have any units up here to try and keep sights. shadowwada now finally noticing here in the south. Starting to cap that at the same time. Dusty's capping the centre. As you can see though, that extra bit of capping speed there by that infantry section is a bit faster than what the Ostrupen are doing in the south. That being said, shadowwada could use counterattack tactics. Try and level the playing field. In fact, I think this boosted by more than 25%, so...
The enemy is taking our territory.
And it's actually been pretty good for shadowwada. I mean, he's been making good use of his munitions. I know I've seen some players... There was a game I cast before with Cruz. He had like 500 munitions, and oh, there was probably a later portion of the game. Oh no! Crocodile just minces that double LMG Ostrupen squad. That is a big loss for shadowwada. Command P4 making some bold plays here in the centre, but there are two AT guns here. He's got to be careful. And sprint being activated on this one by Dusty. That is the Vet 1 ability. Crocodile running into the double Pumas. He activates the stun round once again. And some of these shots actually penetrating the frontal arm of the Croc surprisingly frequently here. But the double AT guns have moved up. This Vet 3 Puma may go down. No, he does not manage to connect with that final killing blow. It looks like both of these guys are going to disengage now. Or some repairs. This Croc's got 11 kills already. That's impressive. But it's going to be a long time repairing with only one squad here. I don't think... Has he ticked up yet? No, it hasn't ticked Hammer or Anvil yet. So we're not going to be seeing any Royal Engineer repair speed buffs. Oh! Vickers, in fact, goes down there to a rifle grenade. has managed to heal the engine damage off the Crocodile at the very least. And he's bringing in a Cromwell for some support. But as we can see, Dusty's infantry force is quite light now. Oh, now he's running head on into two Pumas, which are both back up to full health, and a pack. Bad idea, having to disengage there. Looks like you got a fresh squad of Osttroopen, and they also got an LMG. Lucky roll there for shadowwada. Cromwell moving to the north. Looks like he wants to get rid of this MG42 guarding that VP. Got to be careful though with those double Pumas, and the shadowwada making a good use of their target weak point. It's got to be careful because I believe, you know, this target weak point is still the same as the pack one. Does stun tanks rather than like the Strook one, which only disables the main gun. You can see shadowwada making maximum effect of that. Here he goes. This thing is stunned now. Looks like shadowwada's going to stick around under the strafing support to try and get the kill on this Cromwell. Command P4 gets extremely low, but Cromwell goes down to the double Pumas. AT gun's a bit too late to the action there for Dusty, and probably should have brought those up before making that push with his Cromwell. And he's paid the price for that. Now he's trying to make a push on the centre with his Crocodile, but shadowwada's still got that pack covering the centre, so that the thing has to be careful. It's very, very durable, but can't afford to soak up pack shots all day just to try and burn out some Osttroopen for no real reason. Looks like, well, in fact, I'm not sure how that 6-pounder got over there, but either way, it's dead now. Not sure what that was targeting. Maybe a crawler. So Dusty, you know, he's been caught out by these Pumas and their target weak points, and it's kind of surprising, honestly, that the Puma still has a stun target weak point rather than the main gun disabling the target weak point like the Strook. Does seem a bit too strong.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
6-pounder way out in the open here, trying to get the killing blow on this Command P4. Pumas and the Command P4 though making short work of that. Crocodile coming in from the side, trying to prevent this MG from being stolen, but is unsuccessful. Now coming around the side once again. And the Puma's got to be careful though, doesn't want to get stun shotted again. There he goes. There's the pack though. Okay, pack's not in a good position to fire on the Crocodile here, so that's going to back away. Oh no, he's taken engine damage. It looks like a Faust from this Osttroopen squad now. Crocodile's in a bit of trouble here. Humans are going to have a hard time penetrating the frontal armor of this Croc, but the pack isn't. The pack's moving up. And now the Crocodile's going to go down here. He activates the vehicle repairs, hoping that the smoke's going to save him. Here comes a Cromwell from the north, trying to get the killing blow on this vet through Puma. He does. Got to be careful though, he's probably going to take a Faust. Not yet. There's a lot of smoke here. I'm not sure if he can get that Faust off. Crocodile's still here in the smoke though. shadowwada trying to use attack round through the smoke. This is about to run out. 10 seconds, 9 seconds left. He cannot move until this ability has stopped. Luckily everything's bouncing off the Crocodile here. Oh, but the mortar shot there knocks out the repairing engineers. Cromwell's making a circle, coming around from the north, trying to get the kill on this Puma. No, he's maneuvered this incorrectly. Oh, but the Puma's bouncing off the Cromwell's armor. AT gun packs nearly killed the... Oh, in fact, he somehow got the killing blow through the church, I think, with the pack. And down goes the Croc, and that's going to be it, I imagine. Dusty's forces shattered. And wow, what a comeback from shadowwada. He was on the ropes all game, but Dusty got really reckless with his Cromwells, and shadowwada made some really nice plays with his Pumas, using those target weak point stuns to knock out the Cromwells, and there we go, GG. Nicely played there by shadowwada. And I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.